Hello, students. How are you all? Shall we recollect the previous part of the lesson, The Gift of Magi? Ella wanted to give a present to her husband, Jim, on Christmas Eve, and she had only $1.87, which was not at all enough to present a gift. So she decides to sell her beautiful long hair and finds Madame Chaffroni, through which she gets $20. Wanders in street and at last finds a beautiful platinum fob chain as a gift to Jim. After returning home, she feels nervous as to what would Jim say about her hair. So she starts curling her hair to look young and pretty. But when Jim returned home, she was not able to read any expression on his face. Jim was stunned. After a while, he removes a package from his overcoat pocket and handovers to Della. Della eagerly opens the packet with a ecstatic scream of joy, but immediately realizes that the gift brought by Jim was of no use. Moving on to the next part of the lesson. Open your textbook, children, and refer point number 38. For there lay the combs, the set of combs, side and back, that Della had worshipped for long in a Broadway window. Beautiful combs, pure tortoise shell with jeweled rims, just the shade to wear in the beautiful vanished hair. They were expensive combs, she knew, and a heart that had simply craved and yearned over them without the least hope of possession. And now they were hers. But the dresses that should have adorned the coveted adornments were gone, which we come across. Yearn, which means eager to have. Tress refers to hair. Coveted refers to cowed for. Adornments, something decorative. Moving on to the explanation. Jim had brought the set of combs, beautiful combs which were made with a pure tortoise shell with jeweled rims and very expensive. She was yearning to have such a comb from a long time, but now it was hers and she was possessing it. Which should have decorated her hair were now of no use because of her trimming her hair. Refer point number 39 to 42. But she hugged them to her bosom, and at length she was able to look up with the dimmed eyes and a smile and say, "My hair grows so fast, Jim." And then Della leaped up like a little signed cat and cried, "Oh, oh!" Jim had not yet seen his beautiful present. She held it out to him eagerly upon her open palm. The dull precious metal seemed to flash with the reflection of a bright and ardent spirit. "Isn't it dandy, Jim? I hunted all over town to find it. You'll have to look at the time 100 times a day now. Give me a watch. I want to see how it looks on it." Two new words which we come across. First one is ardent, which means keen. Second one, dandy, which means excellent. She was so happy that she hugged the beautiful combs to her bosom and tries to console Jim by saying that her hair grows very fast, by which she will be able to make use of it later when it grows. But suddenly remembers about the present she had brought for Jim and asks for the watch and advises her husband to look at the time 100 times a day so that people would be jealous of watching the gold watch with the platinum fob chain. Moving on to the last part of the lesson. Instead of obeying, Jim tumbled down on the coach and put his hands under the back of his head and smiled. "Della," said he, "let's put our Christmas presents away and keep them a while. They are too nice to use just at present. I sold the watch to get the money to buy your combs. And now, suppose you put the chops on." The Magi, as you know, were wise men, wonderfully wise men, who brought gifts to babe in the manger. They invented the art of giving Christmas presents. Being wise, their gifts were no doubt wise ones, possibly bearing the privilege of exchange in case of duplication. And here I have lamely related to you the uneventful chronicle of two foolish children in a flat who most unwisely sacrificed to each of the greatest treasures of their house. But in a last word to the wise of these days, let it be said that of all who give gifts, these two were the wisest. Of all who give and receive gifts, such as they are wisest. Everywhere they are wisest. They are the Magi. When Della asked for the watch, Jim tumbled down on the sofa and smiled. In a calm voice, says to Della to keep aside the Christmas gifts as it was of no use at present. Jim had sold his gold watch to buy a set of combs, and Della had sold her beautiful long hair to buy a platinum fob chain and asked Della to put the chops on so that they could have their dinner. So, the author compares Jim and Della to Magi as they had sacrificed their precious possessions to give a gift to each other on the Christmas Eve. Children, can you tell me who were called as Magi? Magi were the wise men who brought gifts to the newborn Jesus. According to Bible, the Magi were the three kings, that is, Caspar, Melchior, and Balthazar, who traveled from Bethlehem to Persia to give gifts to the newborn Jesus. The same way, the author O. Henry compares Jim and Della to that of Magi, as they had sacrificed their precious possessions to gift each other on the Christmas Eve. And please note, you can find the spelling Magi, which we have to pronounce it as Magi. Assignment of the day. First one, who were Magi? Second one, why were Jim and Della compared to that of Magi? I hope you have all understood the lesson, children. Thank you. Have a nice day.